Well, joining us now is US political commentator Erich McElroy. Erich, thank you so much for joining us this morning. Trump causes controversy wherever he goes in the world. This is supposed to be a leisure trip, a holiday, but he's already set political wheels in motion. How is this being reported in the US? Are American residents interested in Trump's visit to Scotland?
Shows how truly unprecedented his presidency is. As you said, this is a private visit that he's doing. He is using the office of the president to profit off of his role. And basically, every time someone books a round of golf at one of these golf courses around the world that he owns, they are handing money directly to the president of the United States. And he's done this profiteering so much on so many levels, where it's his perfume or his Bibles, that we lose perspective on how strange and questionably legal this is. But he does it all the time. He's done it for years. And it's one thing that people just lose track of in the noise of everything else.
Erich, we've seen Donald Trump arriving, talking about the issue of migration. According to our reporter, Tony Rugara, it seems he's aware of the situation we have in Britain right now with these protests outside migrant hotels. But I wonder if the president will also be aware that last night some users on X were unable to watch footage of those protests due to the Online Safety Act requiring limits on some content. We heard from a minister in the week saying that Peter Kyle saying that they could shut down X. Obviously, American tech bosses very concerned about this legislation. Do you think there's a chance that Donald Trump may intervene on that this week as well?
If there's a chance for Donald Trump to intervene on something, he'll do it. I mean, that's why he uses language like this, dehumanizing language, in my view, talking about people. There's a global migrant crisis and a refugee crisis, and saying that a country is being invaded versus talking about the causes of that, how we fight that globally and deal with that, is classic Trump. And Trump is all about deflection at the moment. He is desperate to find something to hold on to that can allow him to stop talking about Jeffrey Epstein and the controversy that he's facing there against his own base, which are very upset that he hasn't released the files, and his FBI haven't released the files that he promised that they said were sitting on Pam Bondi's desk, his attorney general. And so anything he can talk about to create noise and conversation away from that controversy, I mean, that's probably one of the reasons why he's here now.
It is an extraordinary contrast, though, isn't it, with President Joe Biden, who for the last year or two of his term in office said virtually nothing, did no press conferences, was not available for interview. I mean, perhaps Donald Trump talks a little bit too much, but it's good to know what the president thinks about things, isn't it?
Yeah, I mean, Donald Trump's flood the zone strategy has worked very effectively for him. And as someone who, was on the Democratic side of policies and wanted Joe Biden to succeed and do better, there's a lot of criticism to be laid at his feet about the way he approached messaging and so on. But what Donald Trump does is he says so much so often that we discount things that he says. Like he recently made up a story about his father or his uncle knowing the Unabomber when it wasn't even possible for them to meet because his uncle had passed away before the Unabomber in the United States terrorist was identified. So, he's very good at more information being out there so that we can't even keep up with what it is.
All right, Erich McElroy, thank you very much for joining us on Saturday Morning Live. This morning, Miriam, I have to say, Erich talking about dehumanising language there. I think most people in Britain are so fed up now of the small boats crisis that they hear language like invasion and they just think, well, yeah, of course, that's exactly what's going on.
Absolutely. I think 73% of the public now think that immigration has been far too high, and well over half place it as their #1 political issue.